Hi, everybody. It's Nancy Mader, the Director of Transition Projects at the Federation for Children with Special Needs. Sorry I'm a little late on my live stream, some technical difficulties here in Somerville, maybe too many people on the internet. Anyway, today we are going to talk about vision. Everybody is home. We can do some things with our students who are transition age that maybe we normally wouldn't have time to, or we are trying to think of programming for them while they're home with us. So I wanted to talk to you about some things that you could do around vision for your students. I'm going to pull my notes up over here. So asking them, what their vision is. What do they want to do after high school? If it's go to college, if it's get a job, if it's live independently, if it's, ride the bus on their own, they can be big goals, they could be smaller goals, but talking to them about these things is really important. It's something that you guys can explore right now. So I think another important thing we can ask them is, what don't you want to do? What don't you want your life to look like after high school? Because that might be the most important piece of information they can give you right now. If they don't want to live at home, or they don't want to go to college, because college isn't for everyone. So asking them those kinds of questions is really important and might give you some really great information to explore right now. So when this live stream is over, I'm going to post a whole bunch of links. But let's talk about work. Let's say your student's vision is to talk about work. Or to work. So let's talk about it. There is a resource. It's called the Onet. I'm going to post a link to it. It explores every single job you could ever think of. It talks to you about what kind of education is needed for a job, jobs that are similar to that job. So if you have a student who wants to be a doctor and you explore that job and they decide maybe that's 8 years of college isn't really what I want to do, it would give you jobs in the medical field that might relate to being a doctor, that might make them feel just as happy. So that's one thing you can do. You can also connect to jobs on YouTube. You can watch anything on YouTube. You can watch people do any kind of work on YouTube, and it would teach your student what that job would look like in real life. So you can do the Onet, see what skills, knowledge, and abilities are needed for that job, what education is needed for it, what the pay is for it, similar jobs, and then you can watch them on YouTube. So that's one cool thing we can do right now. Let's say your student wants to go to college. So we can go to Think College if your student might not enter college the traditional way, and look at all the options on Think College. Or you can go to another link that I'm going to put on here that would show different ways that your student with a disability can connect to services and groups at a traditional college if they were going to school traditionally. Also looking at course curriculums. So if you have a student who is interested in a certain kind of degree, look at the colleges that have that degree and then look at the curriculum underneath it, because then they can be educated in what that really looks like. And maybe right now with what's currently going on, maybe you can even audit one of the classes online or some of the classes online so that they can have a real life experience with it, and it can help them to make informed choices. So if your student who their goal might be to live independently, there's so many different variations and ways and things that living independently means. So it might mean they want to take care of their medical needs. So I'm going to link a website called Got Transition, and it has a quiz on there to see if your student, what they know about transitioning to healthcare providers, taking care of their own medications, different things. So that's something that you can do right now, and that's an assessment, and that's something that you can, do with your student, look over and take some of those things that you find out on there and start working on them at home. Can they fill a case for all of their medications? Can you set a timer so they take their own medications? Can you set an alarm in the morning so they start to get themselves up? Right now would be the perfect time to do that, because you don't have to make a bus. You don't have, to be at school at 7:30 in the morning. So can you start practicing using an alarm, either on a phone, a standard alarm clock? different things like that. So if they want to live independently, what does that mean to them? And how can you start maybe working on some of those things with them now while you guys are home together? It might be a fun project. Cooking. We're doing some cooking here in my house. And I have to let it go that it's going to be messy. So there's some things that I need to work on as well. But so that I'm working on. It's my transition. Let's see here. What else? Walking around your neighborhood. Can they take a smartphone and you can track them walk around your neighborhood one time? Everybody's home, so you can let a couple neighbors down the street say, I'm going to let my son walk around the block one time, and then maybe it's two. So there's so many different things that we can work on right now that might be kind of fun and give us different things to do while school's not in session. So I'm going to link a whole bunch of this stuff so you guys can explore it, keep looking at it, ask questions. I'm going to put something on here, a link to the Charting a Life course, which is a great guide to ask all of these questions. So, reach out to us. The Federation is open. We're all working remotely. We're here to answer your questions. We are here to help you. So reach out to us, grab all the links that I'm going to put on here, explore them all. You know what? You can even watch movies. So if they have an interest in a job or a school or a location that they might want to live, watch a movie with that location, watch a movie with that job in it, and then talk about it. So get creative. That's what I'm telling you to do now. And reach out to the Federation if you need anything. Have a good day, everybody.